welcome back to the Jim and Andy Show. This is episode 2.
Yeah. Apparently you guys liked the first one, so we're doing a second one.
And even if they don't, we're going to go ahead and do it anyways. And you're already watching, so here we go. Today we want to talk about 5 relational tips that can better your group experience, better the lives of the people in your group, because we really believe that God uses relationships to help grow people in many different areas, whether it's their personal growth, it's their spiritual growth, and just the overall dynamic of a group. And as you just get people out of the normal setting of a group, it's amazing what happens and how people just open up, and you learn more about who they are and learn more about each other. And so we just really want to further the growth of your group. And so we just want to give you 5 relational tips today that can do that. And so we're going to share from some of our own experiences. And as well, there's a sheet that you can download that has more of these ideas spelled out that you can do after we're done. So enjoy the 5 tips.
Tip 1 is growing pains, and this is not an evening filled with watching the TV show and Kirk Cameron. What this is more often than not, you've only known the people in your group for a little while. You may not have known them growing up. You may not have known them as a baby or as an elementary, junior high, or a high schooler. And this is an opportunity to get to know the people of your group way back when. So this is how it works. What you need to do, you can use this as an icebreaker or even during a cookout or a barbecue or something like that. And what you need to do is have everybody bring 2 to 3 pictures, one from when they're a baby, one from when they're in elementary, junior high, and one from when they are in high school. And then you can sit down and look at everybody's pictures, and everybody has an opportunity to share a story and tell you why they have that mullet or why they have those bangs and those glasses, and what they're wearing, and why they're standing by that cool car and stuff like that. So you have this opportunity to see people grow up and have them share their stories behind the picture. And you can even take it one step further. You can go more pictures than that. You can even add in yearbooks or wedding albums, because there's just some good pictures out there of all of us growing up in the fun fashions and things that we thought were so cool way back then. To prove that this is a good idea, to put our money where our mouth is, what Jim and I have done is we've brought in some of our own baby pictures and some pictures of us growing up that we want to show you, so check these out. First up, we have 2 bouncing baby boys here, and I'll bet you'll never guess who is who as a baby. I'll give you a hint. One of the pictures was taken before color photos were invented. Next, we have pictures of us as toddlers. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Crying baby.
Yes. I don't know what it is about that, but I'm pretty sure that is all my brother's fault in that picture. He's got too much of a smile on his face, and you're just looking good with your... Is that a ball that you have?
Yeah, that's definitely me in a ball. My head looks like a ball.
All right. Next, this is us at junior high. So Can we say lasers? I mean, wow. Can I say glasses?
Yeah, I think my cheeks kind of got ate for lunch on that picture. But I gotta say, man, I think you were playing some laser tag while you were taking this picture.
Yeah, I don't know if the bowl cut or the lasers are better on mine. And finally, this is Jim in college, I think, and me in high school.
I'm just thinking that you tried out for a boy band with the earring and the cute hair. You're looking very boyish.
I don't even know. You're just so pretty. You're just so pretty in that picture with your cap.
I think this could be Justin Bieber. Okay, tip number 2 is group getaways. It's amazing what can happen when you get people out of the normal setting and the circular setting in a home, and you get them out in a social type setting, away from group, to how people really open up. It's amazing what can happen and how that actually will fuel the group discussions when you come back to group, because of what happens when you get people out and around settings where they're just more able to be themselves and let you into their true self. And one situation that was really cool for one of our early home life groups was we took this trip. I think I told you about it. We took this trip to Brown County, and we stayed at the Colonial Inn. And it was awesome. The ladies got to go shopping at all those nice foo-foo shops and stuff like that. And us guys, we had a great time of throwing snowballs and hot tubbing together. And it was amazing that our wives and us, one night, it was snowing. We were in a hot tub up on the roof of the room that we were staying in. And we just decided to have this funny moment where we challenged one another to jump out of the hot tub and to make snow angels, and then to see what would happen to our blood pressure as we jumped back in the hot tub. Beautiful. But the point that I want to make about this tip is that it really brought our group together. The way that we laughed, the way that the women bonded as they shopped, and just the stories that we shared, whether we were shopping or we were making snow angels and jumping in and out of a hot tub, it really fueled the relationships that happened in our group, and it almost was like a marker to where things took it. And so, whether your group takes a getaway for a weekend or for a day trip, it's just great to get out of that normal environment of meeting in your home to try something that can really bring people out of their shell. Now, Andy, I believe you guys did a day trip with your group, right?
Yeah, we've done a couple trips. One summer we went to Holiday World with just the group, no kids, and we had a few people in our group who moved into Southern Indiana, and you haven't really experienced full Southern Indiana until you've gone to Holiday World. So as a group, we went to Holiday World and rode all the rides and went to the water park and things like that. And then we also, as a group, we went to Cincinnati one day where we got a chance to hang out at the zoo and go to the aquarium and eat food and watch the animals and things like that. But in each instance, it built into the relationships of the group, and it also we had a ton of funny stories to share after all the adventures we went on at Holiday World in Cincinnati. So
I just want to know, did you talk to the animals?
Yes, the animals are my friends.
You didn't hear them talk?
No, I did not.
All right.
Tip number 3 on building relationships in your home life group is called the Great Date Experiment. And this is just an opportunity to build some of the marriage or dating relationships in your group, and at the same time build relationships with the group as a whole. So this idea, it comes from marriedlifeonline.com, and at that website there are just several dates that you can download, and these dates are just filled with ideas and even places to eat. And each date includes questions. Some are funny, some are relationship building, and some are spiritual. It also, the dates include missions that you have to complete, like going into a store and buying a gift that represents your spouse for $2 or less, or missions like calling your spouse a funny pet name the whole night, even in public, to your waiter, things like that. Some dates will encourage you to go out, some you stay in, and even one of the dates is only on a CD. You get in your car, put the CD in, and just do what it says. But what our group did with this idea is we set a time frame for each date to say that each couple had to complete the date in a certain amount of weeks, and we encouraged each other to take pictures of the date, and then the group meeting after that time frame was up, we got together and we talked about how our dates went, shared pictures and stories from that night. So if for whatever reason your group that's too extravagant to do as a great date, you can even take this idea to different roads, and as facilitators, you can go on double dates with all the couples in your group. If there's some single people, then husbands or wives, you can go out with the guys, go with the guys, girls go with the girls, or you can even do a guys or girls night out date where the girls of the group go out and do whatever girls do when they go out, and then guys go out and eat junk food, watch sports, and just things like that. So that is the Great Date Experiment.
Tip number 4, celebrate good times. Sometimes if you're really struggling to find something to do to get your group outside of the norm, to get to know people better, you don't have to look very far, because there are national unknown holidays that are on some crazy calendars out there that you can find group events around, or center a group event around, and do something together with other people. Days like the National Waffle Day, National Chip and Dip Day, Look-alike Day, I don't know if I'd want to look like Andy, but Hairstyle Appreciation Day.
I appreciate your hairstyle.
Thanks. It's beautiful. Okay. Your favorite superhero day, Superman. NFL Draft Day. There's all kinds of days. In fact, a couple in our group is really into this kind of thing, and it's really brought our group together because we nationally celebrate every year Pirates Day. This couple in our group go all out. They actually have a map when you're driving up to their house that they've stapled onto their roof. Hope it doesn't rain. And when you come into the house, there's this little gold chest full of like chocolate wrapped gold coins. They have ships sailing on the punch that they've made. They're playing a Pirates movie when you come in. Everybody's asked to dress up like some pirate character. And the whole night is centered around games that you do and things that you do just to celebrate National Pirate Day. And it just really brought our group together. So if you're looking for an idea, they're right in front of you. They're on a calendar near you.
The final tip the fifth thing to help build relationships in your group is called the big game night. And many of you out there have done game nights in your groups before, and you've played cards or catchphrase or apples to apples, something like that. But we want to take it to the extreme and kick it up a notch.
Because you know, it is about go big or go home.
Yeah, to go big or go home when it comes to the big game night. And how this works, and there's a lot of inspiration out there that you can find. But one thing that inspired our home life groups with this idea is Minute to Win It. And for those of you who have never seen this game show, don't know what it is, what they do is they take household items and they make up games, and then you have 1 minute to complete that task. So our group ran with this idea, planned a whole evening behind it, and we had food, and then we got together and had boys versus girls, a minute to win it. And there's all different types of games that you can do, everything from bouncing pencils into cups or unrolling party streamers with your arms. There was another game where we had to toss water bottles and land them on tables, and we had to stack Coke cans and things like that. And what the great thing is about it, there's all different types of games, and you can go on the Minute to Win It website and download all the rules and everything that you need. And most everything we just found going around our house. So the best thing is it's usually cheap to do this. And we had this awesome night where we just hung out and played these games. So I think, Jim, didn't you guys have a big game night as well?
Yes, we did a mystery dinner. It was called the Lethal Luau, and you can actually go and find different mystery dinner things online, and you get a script and you get a package of just like what the different characters in your group would do. And it basically is like taking, if you are a board game person, it's like taking a board game and putting it on steroids, because
Kind of like living out Clue.
it is. You're actually living out the board game. And so basically you would give out at a group meeting the different scripts to the different people and say, now be this person, learn your part. And then when you come together, some of the people who aren't actors like myself, I wanted to be a participant and actually play the game Clue and not be an actor in it. So some of the people in our group actually came, they dressed up and fit the part. And so this whole mystery centered around a dinner that we had as a group. Different people played out and acted it, and we had a scorecard, and we kind of tried to figure out in this game who actually did it. It was cool to see people in our group that I didn't know could act or could be that outgoing, and it just brought us closer together, and it was really an awesome opportunity to have a game night. So.
Did you solve the mystery at the end?
No, I lost, but my wife was right. So
Well, she usually is.
yes, she chose me.
So those are the 5 ideas on building relationships in your home life group. Growing pains, group getaways, the great date experiment, celebrate good times, and the big game night. And just to let you know that below this video we have a handout with all these ideas on it with some more explanation. And you can go and download that, print it off, and do some of these ideas in your group. And we don't want this discussion to end here, because there are so many more ideas out there that can be used to help build the relationships of your group. So this is our challenge for you, that after you finish watching this video, below this there's a review/comment section. Type in your information and then leave a story or leave an idea that you've done in your own home life group that has helped build relationships, so that as people watch this video, they can just keep coming back and find more and more ideas to build the relationships of their group. So I think that's it. That's all we got. So
That's all we got.
I guess
5 ideas.
5 ideas, and we'll see you next time. Same Jim and Andy time, same Jim and Andy channel.